Hello friends, and welcome to Nate's Art Lab collaboration for, let's see, it's May. Yes, and welcome to Art by Sparkle. That's me. Well, this was quite the challenge. We had to use spray paint, but not just any spray paint. We had to mix it with a ratio with water so that it was very liquidy, spray it on a canvas, and then use shrink wrap, and put it over the canvas while it was wet and see what happened. Well, that's what I did. And it was more challenging than I thought it would be. But anyway, I'm going to take you down right after I explain what I did with my paint colors. So, let's get started. I mixed a lot of colors for this project because I really wasn't sure. I didn't want to use just one color and have it and not have any depth. So, for the top color, which I called the pinkish red, I used DecoArt Extreme Sheen Pink Tourmaline and the Coral. I also used the ColorArt Vivid Intense in Quinacridone Magenta, the Folk Art Extreme Glitter Paint in Jelly Bean Pink and Pink Pizzazz. And then for the orange-ish, right in here, I used Arteza Pearl Papaya Orange, Pearl Amaranth Red, ColorArt Vivid Intense Pyrrole Orange, and Folk Art Treasure Gold Fire Opal. For the yellow, I used Liquitex Cadmium Yellow Deep Hue, ColorArt Vivid Intense Hansa Yellow Light, and Prism Pour Solar Flare. And then I wanted some light yellow to go toward the water, and I used Arteza Pearl Canary Yellow, Folk Art Extreme Glitter Acrylic Paint, and Chick Yellow. And for the water, I used DecoArt Extreme Sheen Sapphire. Now the mixture with these paints and water varied. Sometimes it was 4-to-1, sometimes it was 7-to-1. It just depended, and it made a difference in terms of the ratio depending on the size of the bottle. Now, speaking of bottles, oh boy, I started out with the smaller spray bottles because I didn't want to waste any paint, and I knew that I was only going to be doing an 11 by 14 canvas, so I didn't want to use a lot of paint, fill up a big spray bottle. Boy, oh boy, did I have trouble. It started out okay. This one, you just moved it here to lock and then open up. It would start and then I couldn't get anything out of it. And I would eventually have to use both hands. I would switch hands. I had a heck of a time. So then I would switch to a different kind of bottle. And this you just moved in and out here. Well, that became problematic. So then I thought, okay, I'll try the bigger bottle. So I went to this size bottle. Well, that just put spray everywhere, even though it had a nozzle here that I could adjust. Well, as you will see in the video, by the time I got done, I was struggling. As a result, now I started this 2 weeks ago. As a result, I ended up with 3 trigger fingers and 3 trigger fingers, where in the morning I would wake up and I couldn't even open these fingers. And I was struggling big time. I was like yanking these fingers open and just trying to keep them straight. I got copper gloves. It was just horrible. So I won't be trying this anytime soon, except that I probably will use these bigger bottles or maybe even something bigger. What a challenge that was. And Labbers, I don't know if you had that problem, but maybe it was just me. But yeah, that was interesting. So here we are. Anyway, I want to turn this over to how I created this, and let's go.
Alrighty then.
Here are the dry results. I think the saran or the stretch wrap effects are really good. I may have left the stretch wrap on a little too long. I left it on for 2 days because I wasn't feeling well, and but I think I got some really great effects with that. The sun, or the 2 suns, were a little texturized there. There's a little bit of sparkle effect from the paints. But I think overall, the stretch wrap worked really well. And considering the struggles that I had with the spray bottles, I think overall it's not too bad for a first effort. And yes, there are some things that I would definitely do different, as I explained before. But for a first try, I think it's okay. before I did my sunset piece, I did an experiment with this triptych using color flash paints because I was curious whether I would be able to see some of the colors that, would change. And I think that you could see some of the change in colors. And I was going to just go with this one and do something down the middle, and then that didn't happen so well. So that's when I changed my mind. But you could see, some of the changes. The yellows coming through with the green, and then some of the lighter blue with the blue sapphire, the magenta, and some of the pink, and then the yellow coming through with some of the green. So it was kind of an experiment, and I liked it, but then I kind of flubbed it up when I did something down the middle of each one. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Well, I know we all, well, at least some of us had some challenges, but it was interesting, and I know we all appreciate you being here for another Nate's Art collaboration. We have some interesting things coming up over the next few months, so I hope that you will join us to see what we come up with. Nate is always inspired and always has some great challenges for us. So if you'd like to join our Happy Lavers group, please check us out and join us. We have so much fun. We're going to be having another retreat here in October in Tucson, like we did last year, and boy, it was great. So check out Nate's website. He will be updating everything to let people know about it, and it's beautiful here in October. So please check it out and join us. We make sure that it's a small group so that there's a lot of individualized attention. There'll be more about that coming up in the next few months. So in the meantime, like I always say, keep your sparkle on and give it to someone you love. Bye-bye.